All right, so you want to see how I make the ab crunch go from this to this. So as you can see, that is a huge difference, and I'm not really sacrificing any kind of looseness or stiffness. It is not loose at all, but his ab crunch is like a million times better. So now let me explain exactly what I do to get that kind of ab crunch. So step one, you want to actually warm your figure up. I use a hair dryer, super cheap. You just warm it up for a couple, I don't know, like a minute maybe, and then you should be able to just pull it apart like this and see how it just popped off real easy like that. So now sometimes you're going to get this in here, like this little the knob in there. You want to pop that out, and as you can see, I used this to carve out a slight little spot right here for that little ball joint thing to actually go into there. So there we go. That's actually a good thing that this thing actually stuck in there, because you can actually see how the ab crunch gets better. So it goes into that little hole, and then I do the same thing for the bottom piece, where it doesn't have to look pretty. You just have to pay attention and make sure you don't cut enough out so that like when you're posing it, you don't want to see those little gouges. So there you see how these pants are actually huge, and like see how much more ab crunch you get with that. So it's actually like improving it 2 spots. So it is actually really, really insane. I'm gonna pop these all back together and show you one last time how much crazier of an ab crunch this guy has compared to like the store, and it's like night and day. It's actually pretty insane. But yeah, that's how you do it. All you really need is something to warm the figure up. You could use boiling water and this knife, or like an X-Acto knife, or I used to use a Dremel, but then I saw someone actually use a knife, and I'm like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. This is like a million times easier. Just be careful, obviously, with the sharp blade and everything, and you don't want to cut yourself. But yeah, that's how I make my ab crunches like a million times better. And you just want to be careful as well. If you do it too much, you can actually make it loose. Like you just want to like take a little bit out at a time so this thing doesn't get loose. And luckily, it's not loose. It's not going to fall out. You see how like it's actually stuck in there? Like if I really pull it out, like I can pop it out now because it's warm. When it cools off, it's like almost impossible to get this thing out. So there you go. There you have it. If you have any more questions, just let me know down in the comments below, and I appreciate the question and you guys watching the video. I'll see you later.